Okay, this is the hitting analysis for the Mizzou hitting experience for Ryan Witting. Ryan, this is Hunter Mintz, the hitting coach here at the University of Missouri. We appreciate you wanting to get this analysis. Hopefully you guys can get something out of this and you can find some things to work on and get better with your swing and become a better hitter. The way that this is going to work, I'm going to break this down into two 8-minute sessions or 7-minute and 45-minute sessions, whatever it gets to. The first session will be you just swinging off the tee just by yourself. I'll break down your swing. We'll talk about what you do well, talk about what needs work. And then to give you some reference, I'm going to put you up side by side next to a big leaguer, and you'll get to watch their swing next to yours and see what they do well and what you can change in your swing um, to hopefully adapt to yours, and also being able to look at the big leaguer swing and think, wow, I can do some things that they do. So the way this works, these are in slow motion, these swings are, so you're going to be able to see a lot more than what you've normally seen in your swing when you watched it. So first things first, all I'm going to do is I'm just going to play one all the way through so I can see it, you can see it too, and then we'll go from there. So here is the first swing. Okay, so there's one swing right there. I'm going to go ahead and fast forward to the next one. Now, anytime that we are looking at a swing, we always start off with the stance. Okay, and when we start off with the stance, we always start off with our legs. So with our legs, we want our knees to start off in between our feet. So boom, you're good there. Boom, you're good there. Okay. Next thing, we want to make sure that we've got both of these eyeballs on the pitcher. You're good there. And I want to make sure with most guys that their shoulders are level. And you're pretty good there. So bang out all of those. Those are pretty good. One thing that I would change, okay, so one thing in your stance, maybe a couple things in your stance that I would change. First one being that with this back foot, if I draw a line here from your heel kind of through your toe, look at where that line is pointing, look at where your foot is pointing, okay? So the thing about that is we want to make this as short of a distance from point A to point B in terms of what we're doing with our legs. Now, I think that you know and you understand, most people do, that where our foot needs to get to when we're making contact is it needs to be all the way up on our toe. Okay, so if our foot is turned out just a little bit and we're turned this way, it's going to take us just a little bit more time to get in turn and get on top of our toe where we need to at contact. So my suggestion would be to, instead of having your foot face that way, if we're to draw a line here from your heel, let's face it this way and straight ahead. Okay? So that's the first change that I would make. Second change that I would make is I'd move your hands back a little bit. Okay? So your hands right now are starting in this area right here. And as I watched that first swing, your hands never got back as far as you need to. Okay? So there's two things you can change. The first thing you can change to get your hands all the way back when you get your foot down is you can either widen out your stance, you can stride further, or you can move your hands back. Okay, the easiest thing to do, because it's the most controllable thing, is to move your hands back. So instead of your hands starting there, I would start them right about here. Okay, so we aren't talking about a giant difference, but the thing is when you've swung for so long and you've hit for so long the way that you have, when you do make little changes like that, they're going to seem gigantic. So don't get frustrated at first when you do move your hands back. I know it'll feel awkward, I know it'll feel weird, but you need to get them back just a little bit more so that they can get in a better position when you are in the launch position ready to attack the baseball. Okay, so let's play this through a little bit again. Okay, so Here's what I'm talking about. So when we get our hands back, and I think that you might have realized this, but as we take our stride, if your front foot starts right here, okay, watch where it ends up. In the same exact spot. So then if our hands start too close to our body,